Do you know this is the thing that's stopping you from achieving what you want? Hi, my name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit and I welcome you to my channel. If you haven't so far subscribed to my channel, right now subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get the newest video and notification of that video. So I was talking about, do you know that this is one thing that's probably stopping you from achieving what you want? What do I mean by that? Okay, today I was talking to one of my clients, and my client is struggling with his business, and he's been telling me for quite some time that he knows the steps that he needs to do in order to get his business doing well, and there are plenty of opportunities available there, but somehow he's not managed to do those steps. And those steps included being punctual, being on time, getting up on time, doing some morning rituals, investing some time in new learnings, going to the office on time, doing stuff what he needs to do, come back from office after finishing a productive day, and then spend some good time with the family, have some good conversations with the family. But he's not able to do any of this, and for years. And my simple question to him was, if you feel that you know these are the steps, which are ideal steps, you will agree with me, right? If you agree with me right now that these are the ideal steps, if you want to be successful in any area of your life, your commitment, your perseverance, your dedication matters the most. Everybody knows this. Do you agree with it? If you agree with it, just type in the comment box and let me know that you agree with this, that the things that he spoke about. And that is supposed to be the ideal thing to do if you want to be successful in life. But if you are someone who's struggling with your business, who's probably struggling with relationships, who's probably not have the greatest of health or fitness, or people like my client who's saying that he's not able to be productive and punctual and on time and finishes work on time and really do things well, then I'm telling you what is stopping you from achieving what you want. Okay, that one thing is called as your habits. Yes, your habits. Now what are these habits? Any habit probably, like if you want to lose some weight and be healthier, then you need to be taking care of what your diet, what you're eating, nutrition, are you getting enough exercise? If you need any help from somebody who's expert into the health sector, then you need to go approach that person to get your health in order. If you want your relationships to be the very good relationships, then you need to invest some time on making them better. Asking the other person in the relationship what does that person want from you, or telling the other person, expressing it fully to that person that what do you want in this relationship, rather than sitting and cribbing about it that you don't have the good relationship, or you don't have the best of the relationship, or you have toxic relationships. Like some of my clients have mentioned that for years they have been in a toxic relationship, but they haven't done anything about it. They have just been complaining and cribbing about it. Or if you're a person who's in the business or in your career, wants the raise or want to really do well in your business, and if you're not able to do it, and if there are no outside circumstances, you may look at it and you may say that there are outside circumstances, but you are the one who knows it. That's not true. You're the one who know it, that you're really not following through what you must do. And there are enough evidences in your life in the past, I'm sure, that where you made that decision and you made it happen for you. If you have done it before in your life, that you made a decision and you followed through it and you got success, comment in the comment box and let me know what is that thing in the past that you have done that has given you result. Comment and tell me what it is. Okay, but let's come back to the habits. So why do we have these habits and why do we continue to be on these habits? Well, the habits are just the symptoms that you're seeing. Like my client was telling me that he's not able to wake up on time, he's not able to be punctual, he's not able to invest his time, or he's not able to focus and concentrate on what he needs to do at that point of time. So if you're someone who's not able to focus and concentrate as well, that's just the symptom. as a doctor, I can tell you it's just a symptom, like how you get an infection in your body and you get the fever. Fever is a symptom, that is not an infection. Similarly, your ill habits is the symptom, not the infection. Now, what is an infection, you may ask me? The infection is somewhere in your childhood you have developed some sort of a habit for you to cope up with a certain situation or some person in your life. So you may have developed a habit of forgetfulness, or you may have developed a habit of sleeping longer, because in that time when you were younger, maybe at home the situations were not conducive enough for you to be doing certain work at that point of time. Or maybe you wanted to grab some attention from the people around you, so that you were doing certain things and you picked up some habits that you probably would get attention from your elderly people or your parents or whoever is around you, and those habits helped you at that point of time. Now imagine if a child who is not getting an attention at home would probably create a mess at home, and then everybody, including his grandparents, if he has an extended family, those people, his parents, everybody is screaming and shouting and telling him that how stupid he is, how nasty he is, how messy he is, and how he has created a problem. But if you see that child who was not getting an attention positively has now managed to get an attention from his people in such a way that maybe it is negative, but he got an attention. So we pick up habits as children which are actually seeking some attention, or which are actually making us cope up with the situation which was that time. But when you grow up, you no longer need those habits, because as a child you probably could not tell your parent or people around you to pay attention to you, or to listen to you, or allow you to do certain things which you wanted to do. You had to abide by the rules or follow the discipline of the adults that put you in, or probably follow the instructions that they gave you, even though you didn't want to. But now that you have grown up, you don't really need to do that, because you can set up your own rules. Those disciplines have helped you and stuff like that. So even though you know those habits are not really helping you, but actually the child in you who's picked up those habits hasn't really gotten over them, and that's why you continue to do certain things which are not really favorable to you at this point of time. So what do we do? What do we do with those things, and how to get rid of it? Now, as I said, these ill habits are just the symptoms, and infection is somewhere else. Even if you are into some sort of an addiction, like I have a lot of clients, those who have addictions and they come with them. Even if you have an addiction, let me tell you, is just the symptom. Every addiction has a root cause, which is an infection or some sort of an experience those people have gone through, maybe repetitive experiences, and that has created some unresourceful memories, some trauma, some unresourceful emotions, and some sort of mental states that are not really helping these people to resolve their childhood issues, and that's the reason they indulge into some sort of an addiction and some sort of substance abuse, etc. That's an extreme case I'm talking about. But every habit is formed because it helped you sometime as a child, or maybe somewhere in your past, if we don't take as a childhood. So how do you get over them? I'm going to tell you some steps to get over these habits, okay, on your own, if you can't take help from somebody else. But taking help from an expert is always a advisable thing to do in these cases, where you can really ask somebody who's an expert in taking care of your childhood issues or your past experiences which are not really helpful to you, or basically these habits. Because sometimes even if you're aware of the symptoms, these habits that you want to get over, probably you can't get over them on your own, because even if you are a great surgeon, you cannot do your own surgery. You need an expert to perform a surgery. So find an expert. But if you for some reason don't want to do that or can't do that, then I would suggest you to go through these steps, where you pick up a habit and you start tracing it back down. Like the first or the worst time ever you remember having this habit or picking up this habit. Go back to that experience and see in that situation or see in that experience which are the people that you see, what was the situations, what were the conversations going on around there, or there were no people in and you were alone and you picked up this to cope up with the situation. What was it for you? Figure it out. That experience that comes to you like this, like the first or the worst ever time you felt that you picked up this. Like stuttering is one of the habits. Like I've been talking to so many people and people come with the stuttering habits and we deal with them. Okay, and we deal with them and we take care of their stuttering, and it is definitely picked up from somewhere, some fight as a childhood, in the childhood that they have seen. Like I remember one of my clients, he remembered the first time he started stuttering when he was 3.5 years old. And exactly he told me the time that he said that, my parents, so he came from broken family, and back then his parents were together and they were fighting with each other every single day, and that is in front of him. And he remembered that when he was in the room, his parents were fighting. Just to make them stop fighting, he started stuttering. So the moment he started stuttering, the parents stopped and they gave full attention to this child. And every time the parents would fight, he would start stuttering. Now the guy came to us at the age of 28 and he didn't need to stutter anymore because there were no parents fighting in front of him. But every time in his mind, he would have a situation where he felt there's a confrontation going on, he would automatically switch to stuttering. So what is it for you? What are some of your habits that you're not able to get over? So first is go back to that experience. And the second is release that experience, whatever the meaning that you're given to that experience. Like I was talking about this child who picked up his parents fighting, and then from there he started stuttering, and he realized once he went through the sessions that he no longer needs that thing. And the best part is he's 28 and now he can handle the confrontations constructively. The moment his brain got the understanding, his habit was cured. So you got to find what is that experience or repetitive experiences that have given you that habit, and after that you have to change the meaning that you have attached to that habit. That's second. And the third is that you no more, like you're grown up now and you no more need to adhere to those habits because you can cope with the similar situations in a different way. So if you found this video useful, please comment below. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon and share if you care. Share it with all your loved ones if you care about it. Thank you so much, and I will see you with new topic in a new video. Bye bye.